Hello there and welcome back. If you're new, then hi, I'm Tania and I'm from Tatty Treasures. All my information is down below in the description box, where to find me and ways to support the channel so I can continue to make free content. If you're not new and you're a returning subscriber, then hello, it's always nice to see you. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you are given a notification when I post things, and give me a like. Let's cancel these dislikes. I'm getting more dislikes, but anyway, keep giving me some likes. And you know that I love to waffle, so leave me a comment. If you're new, then don't hesitate, say hello, how did you find me, a bit about yourself, or just hello, you know, if that's enough, just say hello. So today's video is the start of a mini series, and this is in conjunction with my Facebook group, which is Tatty Treasure and Friends, and this will be the third challenge month that we've done. Now you can just watch this video, you know, you don't have to be part of the Facebook group, you don't have to craft along, you know, doing this. But if you are, then obviously you'll want to know the information about that. So it will run for 4 weeks, and there's a little prize at the end of it. Whoever enters, you'll be picked at random and sent a gift, and the gift this time is a copy of Poems of the Countryside by Beningfield, and it's an absolutely stunning book. I have done a flip through of this book, and it is in my Lazy Sunday playlist. So if you want a better look at this book, go and check that video out. So this is the prize for whoever gets picked out. It's not a competition, it's not the best, it's just a random pick out. Your name will go in the the Edith Holden teapot, and you'll be picked out with a pair of pliers, not pliers, whatever they are, pincers, tweezers, and to be in the prize draw, you just have to make 4 items, and that's over 4 weeks. So that's 4 single items. You can do them all in 1 week, you can do them 1 a week, you can do 4 every week, but the minimum requirement is 4. And at the end of the month, I'll put a post up in the group and say, anybody who's, you know, joined in, put your photographs up. I'll, you know, jot all the names down, and then when it's drawn, the following Monday vlog, which is called Weekly Waffle, the winner will be announced in that. In the meantime, you feel free to put your photos up every single week, in your videos and things like that. But obviously I can't go through the whole of, you know, the Facebook group posts, writing people's names down, and, you know, week 1, week 2. So I do ask at the end of the month to be in it, that we just put it into one thread, and then it makes it a lot easier for me. So last month we did the Woodland challenge, and that was using a kit from Nanine. It wasn't, you know, you didn't have to use that kit. That was the kit that I was using. And when I was thinking about this month's challenge, I was very much like, well, I'm doing Woodlands. Let me think of something that I can do Woodland. And, you know, I know that everybody's not into Woodlands. You may watch me doing Woodlands and things, but, you know, then you interpret it in your own way, and, you know, do it in the genre that you prefer. So I was thinking, you know, what have we all got? Because I don't want you know, people not to be able to do it or have to go out and, and buy things to do it. And then I thought, book pages. And, you know, I know we've all got lots of textbook pages, and, you know, there's lots of videos doing, you know, book page pockets and things like that. But not so much actually using the images. And the images can be really hard to use. You know, you buy a book, you flick through it and you're like, yeah, I love that picture, I love that picture. But then how are you going to use those pictures? So what I've done is, as you can see, I've clipped them together. We'll take a look at why I've chosen to use that page in the way that I'm going to use it. If you're used to using book page, you know, if you do this all the time, you might not want to watch this. But I just thought I'd, you know, go through why I've picked what I've done. So these are going to be pages in journals, because, you know, they're lovely looking pages. I obviously wouldn't want to fussy cut that out. I wouldn't want to make an envelope with it. So yeah, I think it calls out for being a page. So these two are, I don't think they come after. Oh, they do actually come after each other. They are the next page, but that you know, I didn't choose them for that reason. So these obviously need joining together to make them back into, you know, a page. Where's that piece of paper gone? I did have one folded up. You know, so in your journal, you'd have, you know, one page there, one page there. So you go da 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 da. And then you would have the following page. So I thought we could look at, you know, ways to join these back together. So that's that one. And then all my books that I use are on my Amazon favourites under books that I use, because I can remember some of the books, but I can't obviously remember all of them. I know this one's from a book called The Aviary. And this is one that's all like glued in and stuff, so you have to take the the pages out individual. I think I did manage to get a couple of double ones out, but the majority of it came single. So I thought we could have a look at, you know, how we could join these onto, you know, maybe a coffee page. When I mean coffee, I mean, you know, tea stained, coffee stained. So that would then be your page. I mean, you could even stick it down and make it a pocket, but it's not. It's a page. These are pages. So that's those. And then these are still joined together. And I love them. And I thought I'll keep these as pages. But I don't know if I'm, you know, that keen on, because they're very white. So I thought I might put some washi tape around there, or I might ink or stencil. But I don't want all this white here. All the plants and stuff have got the names on. I don't need them to be there. So I thought we can, you know, look at ways of covering those up. So that's that one. And then we've got this one, which I know Joanne sent me this one, which has got a lovely fir tree page on it. But the other side is floral, because obviously in the book that would have come, you know, 10 pages before or whatever. So I don't want to fussy cut it, because, you know, they're quite difficult to fussy cut and stuff, but I like the actual page and I like that side. So I thought we can cover that, so I can still use it as a page, but then once I get to that, it's not going to be floral, it's going to be covered over. I'm not against the floral, it's just I'm doing woodland, so that would be the reason that I did that. Now these two are out the same book. I don't fancy joining these together, so I'm going to join these together with something else, either some music paper, some book page, and I'll probably cover the back, make it into a writing spot. So that's those. And then I've got a book which is obviously quite tall. The majority of journals that I make are A4 folded in half. Sometimes, you know, I might have to take so much off. Say if I was doing an envelope journal or something like that, would probably have to take, I don't know, half an inch off or something. So they would be thinner than that. But that's normally, you know, the size that I would do. So I've picked, you know, these lovely pictures. And they're quite bitty pictures. So, I mean, yeah, I would be able to fussy cut that out. But then it's like, well, what a waste of all this. Because that looks beautiful together. If I cut it out, that would look nothing on its own. I could have just took that strip out and had it as, you know, a side belly band tuck type thing. But I wanted to make this into a page, and like this is very much like Edith Holden page, but it's not. You know, cutting that out, it'd be a nightmare, and then it'd be a floppy piece, and I really love that. You know, everybody might not find that appealing, but and it's a shame, well, you know, how am I going to use it? Yeah, I could do a massive tag with it. Again, I could do a side with it, but I've decided I'm going to use this as a page. So we'll look at, you know, using, you know, cutting them down to make the best of the images you've got. And then obviously the insides will want covering. So then we'd have, and it's nice to have that staggered, you know, different size pages and that. So that is the journal pages. Now, once I've done those, these will go in another folder, what I've got, which is like mainly A4 size, and it's got things like a bit of ledger paper, a bit of straw paper, all different papers that you would put in a journal. And I will put these in there too, because before I had them in a totally different folder. I used to forget to use them, or they'd be still sitting in the book. And as I would put in a journal together, I then don't want to get a book, be flicking through them and, you know, thinking what's right for what. I would prefer to have these things already made. So what I did do, I think I got 4 or 5 books out. I just went through them and took the pages out what I thought, you know, was woodland, autumn, fall type of look. So this pile, I have thought these would be perfect for tags and journal cards. One, I really love this bar now. It was just a single sheet. I could have made it into a flip out, but I want to make this into a journal card, so probably just neaten it up, either cover this bottom part or bring it up. And these two, again, you know, fussy cutting round these would be an absolute nightmare. Again, I could have them, you know, back it, have it as a flip out. I've made loads of flip outs for these journals, so I don't really need any more, and I love this size for a big journal card. So I'm gonna back those. I don't know, could perhaps put a ruffle down there or a nice page tab, something like that. Then these was just single ones, so obviously I need to decide which one I'm having. Again, you could you know, do that, score it, you know, probably put some card on it to make it a bit more sturdy. That could be a flip out, but I've got more of these single pages, and I think, you know, these make very nice journal cards, apart from they are really nice on both sides. So that's that. Then I've got this, which, you know, I did toy with, I think I'm going to make this into a page. It did come out singly, so I would have had to put another page on it. I'm not keen on folding them like that and having things the wrong way. I don't like it. And then when I looked at kind of size, you know, that would be perfect height wise, but you would then, you know, be cutting that writing down, which would then look weird. Yeah, I could have just had the page like that and cut it down and joined it to another one, and I could have fussy cut round it and used it as a fussy cut piece. But I thought, again, you know, once you've cut all that out, it's very intricate and it would be floppy, and I think it would be better as a large journal card. I don't think it would be that large by the time I've cut it down, and it's a beautiful image, you know, as a standalone image. So that's that. Same with this little hedgehog. I thought he'd make a lovely large journal card, so probably cut him down a little bit, and the same with the goldfinch, because I thought about cutting him out. He's got no legs, part of him's missing, and that's another reason, you know, for not fussy cutting certain images out, because on their own they would look very weird. I did think about cutting it round here and having it as, you know, putting some card as well behind it, and it being a pocket type thing, but I have got some other pages for that kind of thing. So I thought he would make a lovely journal card, and that's my favourite bird. So they are going to become journal cards. So I think, you know, you have to individually look, how would this page be best used, and what do I actually need to make? Because I mean, I could just make flips with everything, and then I'd just end up with a load of flips. So the next pile are these lovely trees mainly, and oh, there's my piece of paper. And yeah, I could fussy cut all these out, but do I really want, you know, 10, 20, 30 small tree images? Again, I could have used it quite easily as a page. I mean, yeah, you would have had some bottom missing, or, you know, I think wherever you cut it, you would have had something missing. So I thought these would be brilliant as envelopes, like that. And I was saying, because I filmed this earlier and my phone overheated and it didn't film, so I could cut it down and it be, you know, an envelope on the page like so. I have got quite a few envelopes already made. I'm not keen on having them this way when the picture is running, you know, the opposite direction so much, but I do want to make an envelope out of it. So what I thought is, trim it down and stuff, might put a frill or something on the front, and I'm going to leave it open with the option of sewing it in the middle of a journal. So you would sew it in and then you would stick it down, so it would be a movable envelope. So that's what I'm going to do with these couple. This one is an Edith Oldham one. I've cut this out before and it's a nightmare, and that's a floppy little bit. This is very nice fussy cut out, but then you've wasted, you know, what you're going to do with that. So I thought that'd make a decent envelope. And this one, because, you know, this is going to be really difficult to cut all that out, so I thought that would make a nice envelope. So they're going to be envelopes. I normally end up with more for envelopes, but not this time. What else have I got? So these are going to be pockets. Now, these are mainly textbook pages, lovely writing, just the odd you know, little things. Some of them are that small, they're really not worth cutting. So I thought I'd make this into one of those side ones. So I'd probably, you know, cut it down to about there, and I'd either put some brown card down there or something so you can see that there's an opening, you know, there. So that's going to be a side one. That's going to be a side one. So, you know, with these, I looked at them and thought, yeah, it's not really text. There's, you know, there's lots of different pictures on. Are any of them worth cutting out? Yeah, of course they are, but they'd be so tiny. And at this moment in time, I don't need any really tiny things because I've got enough cut out. So for me, this is better as a pocket. And again, I would put something down there. Same with this. I did too, you know, think, oh, shall I cut it out? But I like it where it is, so I would cut that down like that. And then we'd got pieces like this. I could have done the same with this, but I thought, well, I've got a few like that, so I'm going to make this into, probably cut this off and make this into a pocket. I'll probably cut that down, or I might, with some of this, make another pocket so there's more pockets, but that's kind of the side that I'm going to use. With this, I'm going to have to cut it off because it's going in the wrong direction. So I'm going to make some kind of pocket with that. Same with the fox. Perhaps, and I could always put a vellum pocket over the top or above it or something. So that's that. Then we've got that one, which again you can see I'm going to do the same, and that one and that one. And I'm see, once I've cut that down, I'll probably end up chopping some of the robin off, but you can't save them all. And this one and this one, so these are going to be turned into some kind of pocket. I think until I've started cutting them down and stuff, I can't really see what kind of pocket I'm going to make it into. Can we see my clip, or was these not clipped up? Let me just get a clip like so. The next pile has been deemed as fussy cuts. These pages, this is a beautiful book, it's called The Painted Garden. Now I could sit and fussy, oh yeah, that's what I'm doing with them, fussy cutting. Right, if I use this as a page, it's far too wide for me. I could take this bit, make it into a journal card, but we've already got enough journal cards that we're going to be making. I think I'd like all these elements as single elements, and I think I'll be able to cut random enough. And apart from maybe that cherry and that, it's not a cherry, goodness gracious, berry, I wouldn't probably be able to use those because I would want that leaf for that, and I would want all of that. So I think on that, oh, and same there, but everything else I'll be able to use. And I think there's more on that side than there is on that side. Okay, then this one, I love these mushrooms. Obviously I'm not going to cut the socks out. Again, I could have made it into a bit of a journal card, but I've decided to fussy cut them. Same with this one. I don't know how I'm going to go on with this, but I would definitely want this, that leaf I really like in this. I could probably kiss cut that and ink it, see how it turns out. So that's that. And then there was this piece. I think I need to make this into a tag actually. So let me put that with those, because that'd be an absolute nightmare cutting that out. What was I thinking? Then these beautiful leaves, shall cut those out, and these ones. So that's that. So I'm not going to obviously do that on screen. That'll be something I do off screen. So I'm going to pop those up there on my fussy cut pile. And I don't know what the rest of these are. Oh, I'm going to fussy cut this out. I thought that was a lovely piece to fussy cut out. And then I've got all this writing to use in my collage and things like that. I really want that pheasant. Again, I can save the writing. If I loved roses, which I do love them, but I don't love them making things with them. So I wouldn't use that image. I might fussy cut it out and put it in Happy Mail. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose. I might just get the birds, so we'll see. But like I say, the rest of the text can just go in my collage folder. I'm going to cut the thrush out, and again, that can all go in my collage folder. Got a lovely blackberry here, which I'm going to cut out. I'm not going to keep that text, and I'm not going to keep it for collage or backing of anything. So yeah, I'll probably just throw that away. Don't tell anybody. This piece, I'm going to cut this out because the writing isn't attractive at all, and it's like, what else would I do with this? Yeah, I could have made it into another envelope, but it's got a lot of blank space on, so I'm just going to take that out, and the rest can go in the bin. Now, this one's very difficult. This one's I can definitely cut out, and I can use that. So I'll put that. I'm not 100% sure what to do with this, because I obviously don't want to do that and make it into a page. Do I want to cut it down and make it into a page? See, it would only just fit. So I was umming and ahhing if to fussy cut it out, but then it's like I'd have to fussy, like, leave that bit in, because otherwise it's going to look weird. But it's such a beautiful image. Yeah, I just don't think it'd be right for a page, so I'm going to fussy cut that out. So they will go in my fussy cut pile. You will see those when I've finished them, but obviously I'm not going to sit and do a whole episode on me cutting them out. Oh, Tanya just leaves them over there. And these, is this the right pile? Yes. These I thought would be nice cut round like so, and either just stuck onto the page as page decoration, or once I've cut round it, or before I cut round it, actually, that I can't bear to lose them, but back it with some card, obviously not all the way, just, you know, down there, and then cut it out, and it could then be some kind of tuck on your page. So I thought that would be a good one. I absolutely love this, and I want to use it. I'm going to fussy cut it. Yeah, I'm going to fussy cut it, so that can go on there. So this I thought would be a nice one to do that, and again, you know, it could go just on your page as some page decoration, or it could be one of those. Same with that. I thought that would be beautiful. Oh, so I've only got 3 of those. I think, shall I put those in pockets? Because they are pockets, aren't they, really? If there's only those. Ooh, so that's that. So how many piles have we got? We've got pockets, we've got tags and journal cards, we've got envelopes, and we've got fingers, pages. So I could probably do those in one episode. I'd need an episode each for one of those, so that's 3. And then we've got, these are mainly just text. So I was going to make some journal cards, and tags with whatever's left as well from the fussy cutting. Make a load of tags and journal cards, and then all the things that are fussy cut, we can then make those into tags and journal cards with the nice text behind. So that would be the final week, I suppose. So that is that. I think I need to draw a breath for a minute. So I'm just going to pause and I'll be back in a tick. So I thought I would show, because obviously I searched all through those books, not on camera, you know, I spread them all out over a big space, and, you know, looked at them all individually and made my decisions. So this is a book that I want to use some of the pages, because it's woodland pictures. So what I thought on camera, I'll take it all apart and then we'll go through it and make decisions of which pile they're going to go in. So, oh, there's a lot of stitching on this because it's a big book. Now, obviously, because it is a big book, that's going to create issues because, you know, where's our page gone? Because we're going to need that. Yeah, I mean, that's, so we've got to be looking at images that fall within that. Hopefully, I've got all those cut. So I'm not going to be looking at pictures and stuff until we've taken the book apart. They're going to be sewn in, so we'll keep those in for the moment. There's the next one. Now these papers, they're very glossy. The text isn't great, so I wouldn't use them in collage. I wouldn't use them, you know, for backing behind tags to then put fussy cuts on top. But they would be very good for doing your collage spreads on, like your master boards. So any what is totally text, I will keep for that because they're a lovely size. So hopefully I've got all those cut. Yep. I may not be able to decide what to do with all of them because, you know, some pages are really difficult, and it is such a shame that sometimes you just can't use them to the best of the image. But it's nice to be able to do something with them because, you know, once you've took the book apart, you are wanting to use all the images up. I think I got both of those at the same time. Okay. Didn't realise this book was so massive when I ordered it. I mean, some of these big pictures, they look nice framed on your wall. I mean, look at that. Be lovely on your wall. So that's sewn, stuck in. We'll take those out, and we've got everything else out. Gosh. Whew. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's stuck in. I mean, and you've got to be prepared for, oh, look at that. You know, when I take some of the glued ones, some of them might rip. You know, I might ruin one or two of the pages. A lot of the times I don't, but, you know, there's always that time when you do, and sometimes that's just part of taking a book apart. And like I say, sometimes, you know, there's some beautiful images and you just can't use them, but you can use something, you know, really small on the other side. So you might as well use that really small thing than just have it sitting getting, you know, creased in your, I'm guessing this one's glued in, creased in your craft room. And with these being big pages, it's going to be a bit hard to find somewhere to store them and keep them nice and flat, because I just don't have the room. That's why I only do tend to take a couple of books apart at a time, because I've just got nowhere to store them. I'm all right once I've cut them down and I've decided what to do and they just fit in, you know, an A4 folder. I'm fine. I think one of those hasn't. I think it's that one. Look at that. That can't be sewn in already, glued in already. Gosh, sure we're getting less and less like each time. So when we're going through it, I'm going to pause my camera and just see if I can put the camera up any higher so you can see the full images. So I will come back later. I don't know if I'm going to put this on the day before the series or a few hours before the first video goes up. I'll have to see what my filming schedule's like up on YouTube. So I'm not bothered about preserving the book spine or anything. This book's far too big for me to want to do a journal in it, and it's not got a very big spine or anything, so it wouldn't be one worth saving. I will take that page out because, like I say, I can collage over that. Sometimes I mean that's not aged, but sometimes they're really nice and yellow, and I do then like back in journal cards and tags with them, or stamping on them and putting them in collage. So that is everything out. Be back in a tick. Okay, I'm back. So that's going to be saved for collage. It's collage on top of it. I mean, that's a beautiful background. Maybe I could use that as a background for tags. So I think I'm going to put that in the text pile because I could use that for that. So that is just writing, so again I'll save that for collage. Okay, so on both sides we've got a picture. So here's my book page. So I mean that's near enough the same kind of size. So an image like that, you could use that as a front cover. If I was using it in a file folder, that would be a perfect large journal card size. And then we've got that one. Now because I'm doing more autumn woodlands, and that's another thing, if you're just taking a book apart and you're just doing it on, oh, my favourite picture, I would choose that, but probably wouldn't use that till spring. And who knows where it'd be by springtime. So, you know, I've emptied this book because I want to use it now. So that's going to be a journal card. Then we've got this one left, and we've got this beautiful one. Now, I love that, and I do think that that probably fits in with the autumn more. But I'm very, very drawn to that. Now, that's quite a funny kind of size, isn't it? So, you could definitely have that as a page and have it just as a little page, you know, cut round it. So I think I would have that as a page, because I'm not going to use it as a journal card. It could go in the centre of a signature, but you know, it's rather small just to have that in the centre. If I was planning on doing that, maybe I would just cut around there, leave the back part, and then you would have a pocket each side. So that might actually be a possibility. So I'm going to put that with my pages. So what's next? Oh, I mean, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then we've got these two owls, which I'm doing woodlands. I mean, obviously birds are in woodlands. So I could probably cut this down a little bit, and that would be a nice journal card. Or if I make it into a journal card, you can always then put some layers behind it and use it as a book plate, you know. Do you call them book plates? Book, because it's not a book cover, it's the thing that goes on the top. Yeah, so that's going to be a journal card. Now, there's not a lot I could do with that. If you loved the picture, I could cut it down and it could be in the middle of a signature. And then we've got some nice cherries here. So I would possibly cut that down and again make it into a journal card. That's beautiful. Oh, look at that. I feel like I don't want to do anything with that. I'm going, and you know, I'm doing what I've said I wasn't going to do, but I'm actually going to put these away for next year for when I do birds, because I think they would make lovely centre pages. So I'm going to leave those, and I will have to find somewhere to keep them that they're flat. So another plain one, so that's for collage. So have a look at this. So we've got the pencil drawing, another pencil drawing. So am I keeping the pencil drawing for a journal card for a bird one next year, or am I going to have it for collage? I think at this point I will put it away for the bird one. So I've got this beautiful image and I'm very, very drawn to that, but I know there's something even spectacular on the other side. So journal card. Or if I'm planning on doing a file folder, I might just cut it out, not back it, and then when I come to making the file folder, you know, that whole image could be what covers it. So I will possibly just cut some out and just leave them without them being backed to give me that opportunity. Oh, look at that, if need be. So got this beautiful hair there, but I am going to be doing a winter woodland, so I am going to save that for that, and I have actually got somewhere that can just slide, because obviously I'll be starting that not too long. So we've got that. Now I obviously don't want to fold it like that, but it could go in the centre, couldn't it? Because I could take some off that way, some off that way. So that would be a nice centre page, and I could back it with something else and then have it as pockets at the side. So that's going to be a page, so that's going to go there. Okay, this mouse, I think unless there's something spectacular on the other side, I would do the same as the squirrel. Now I am very torn because you don't seem to find a lot of winter botanicals and woodlands. So as much as I really love that, I'm going to appreciate this a lot more when I come on to doing my winter things. So that's going up there. So that can go for tag backing, fronting. Oh, look at this. That's beautiful. Oh. So I'm going to put that for tag backing again. I might save these for actually for spring, because to me I think they're a bit more spring-like, but I can back them, like cut them down and back them now and save them. I'm going to save this for my birds, as much as that is absolutely beautiful, but I would have to, unless I used it in the middle, which I'm only making X amount of journals. I've already got 2 definite middles, so I'm going to have it for the birds. Okay, so we've got another absolutely gorgeous picture. We've got this gorgeous owl, so I would make this into a centre page. Put that in the wrong. I've put that on the making tags one. Anyway, this one I'm going to save it for the birds. Oh, look at this. So what's on the other side? Yeah, so I'm going to have to, you know, do this as a centre, because again, it's not, if you fold it in half, I mean, maybe, but then, you know, that would be your other half. So, and like I say, if I do a file folder, that could be a whole page. At this point, I've not decided how many woodland things I'm doing, so I've got to be a bit open. This is that funny size again, but again it can be halved. I mean, if I'm doing a couple of signatures in a journal, obviously could use, you know, 3 centres, so I would keep that as one, as a pocket page. So that's that one. Let's have a look at that one. Oh, that pheasant, birds. Okay, so that's going for the birds, and this is either going to be a centre or a cover or whatever. Are we getting through them? Yeah. So the mushrooms I obviously love, so we're going to have to keep that as some kind of full page thing. And this, I would do it as some kind of thing. I mean, I could make it into a little folio, you know, that could be the front and back. That could be a notepad actually. Just put some, you know, brown paper or whatever in the middle, or it could open and it has some pockets in. So yeah, that's that. Some lovely pencil drawings. Then we've got a pencil drawing here and here. So I'm not mad keen on any of them, to be quite honest. I mean, they're beautiful, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I think I would put that to one side. Right, that's lovely. That's lovely, that's lovely, and that's really lovely. So I would use that, and I'm not sure what at this point I would do with that, so I'm going to put that to one side. But yeah, I could either make this into 2 big journal cards or tags, or I could keep it the way it is. So I'm obviously going to have to go through some of the pictures again to see what best way to use them. Now that's beautiful, but I'm not that keen on it, to be honest. The colour is absolutely beautiful, but I don't think I would use it. This is beautiful, and then we've got this small version on the other side. So actually you could cut this down, have that whole image, and you would get that on the other side. So I would get to use both of those. So that, yeah, that would definitely make a nice notebook or something like that. So that's that. Oh, look at the beautiful badges. So somehow I would have to use the full page. There's no way I'm going to get these used this year. I think I'm going to have to find somewhere I can keep them. So we've got the night time, or we've got that one. At this moment in time, I'm not drawn to either of them. I prefer that one, but I shall put that over to one side. So we've got a text one here. So that can be masterboards. This to me is spring and spring. So I will put that over there for another time. Oh, I've got another one of these. So that can go there. Use that for collage, because yeah, I would use it as collage. So they're both writing. So I've got that one and that one. I'm going to save those because they're a bit more spring-like. Got the beautiful bird, which I'm obviously going to save. And that, so these will go on my book page clip, which I really cannot be clipping anymore to it because it's full. But I've just, you know, emptied quite a few books to get all those images from, so I'm totally full of book pages for now. But I do, you know, you get through them. Sometimes you think, oh, you've got loads, and then other times, you know, you haven't got any. Both as bad as each other. So we definitely got a pile for tag backs. So these are full images, which I don't think, why I'm doing this series, I don't think that I'm going to do anything with them until I know I'm going to use them in file folders or centres. So I'm going to put those somewhere there. You know, I put them on these pokey holes next to me, and then, you know, when I'm looking for them, I can't find them. So that's backs. So these are either going to be pocket pages, or they're going to be notepads, or little opening ephemera folders. So that's something that we can do in the series. These are going to be large journal cards. So there's a pile for them, isn't they? They're envelopes. What's these? These are tags and journal cards. So these go with this. Okay, what have we got next? These are pockets. So, oh no, they're page ideas, aren't they? So would we call these pockets or page ideas? It's quite a lot in there, and there's a lot in pockets. So I'm going to put them in page ideas, and that is it. So that's, you know, how I decide. And I think the more you do it, the more you kind of know what you want, and you know if you're going to use something. And it's waste time me just holding on to one piece of paper that's either going to get accidentally thrown away or screwed up or something. If I'm not using it, you know, now or the next couple of projects, there's no point, for me, there's no point in holding on. So these are going to be the papers that we work through. Might have to do some off camera because I am only going to be doing 4 videos. They'll probably be an hour long. So we shall try and get through as much as possible. So, oh yes, and then I've obviously got these for the birds. So I do need to find somewhere for those because I won't be doing any birds till next year. But yeah, they're beautiful. So did I say I've got a flip through of that book, and it's in my Lazy Sunday playlist. So for now, I shall see you later on or tomorrow, and we'll make a start. And I'm really excited to start using some book pages in journals. I'm going because I've run out of steam. Bye for now.